What happens to your driver's license if you are arrested for a DWI? I'm attorney Keith Whiddon, and I am a criminal defense lawyer and DWI defense lawyer in Louisiana. And in less than 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you what can happen to your driver's license if you are arrested. 2 things real quick. Understand, I'm talking about an arrest for a DWI. I am not talking about a conviction. A conviction is when you have gone to court, you have either pled guilty or been found guilty after a trial of a DWI. That is not what this is about. This is merely by being arrested and accused of a DWI. And the other part is that, again, I am in Louisiana. Your mileage may vary if you are in another state. So if you're not in Louisiana, your laws are going to be different. With that out of the way, let's talk about what can happen to your driver's license if you are arrested for a DWI. You see, when you're arrested for a DWI and taken into the station, number one, the officer is probably going to destroy your driver's license. And you're going to get instead a piece of paper. And they're going to tell you, oh, you can drive around with this piece of paper for the next 30 days. This happens whenever you submit a chemical test or a breath sample to the machine, or otherwise, again, blood sample, urine samples, etc. Side note, I do not recommend that you submit a chemical test, a breath sample, urine sample, blood sample under any circumstance, and do not submit to standardized field sobriety test. But that is a topic for another video. Staying on track, when it comes to your driver's license, and it is taken by the officer, and he gives you a piece of paper and says, this is your temporary 30-day license. You have 30 days to request an administrative hearing with the Department of Motor Vehicles. This is a hard and fast rule. There are no exceptions. If it is submitted on the 31st day, it will be denied automatically. But if you submit your request for an administrative hearing in time, you'll be given a hearing date, and the purpose of that hearing will be to determine whether or not your license suspension should be upheld or denied. If, after the administrative law hearing, the judge decides that your suspension should be upheld, then you will now face a driver's license suspension, and you'll have to go to the DMV to see if you qualify for a limited use license, if you need to get SR22 insurance, if you need to get an ignition interlock device, also known as an intoxilock, or if you have to get both, or if there are going to be any other restrictions on your driver's license. But if the license suspension is denied after a hearing, then that means you can go back to the DMV and get a regular license. And here's the interesting thing that a lot of people do not understand about a DWI arrest. And it's that whenever you are arrested for a DWI, you now have 2 cases. You have the criminal case for your DWI, and that concerns things like probation, jail time, court costs, fines, fees, community service, requirements to take classes. All that is a part of the criminal case. That means you're going to court at the courthouse, getting a lawyer, etc. But you can also have a lawyer represent you at the administrative hearing. And that's the other case that is opened up whenever you are arrested for a DWI. And it's the administrative hearing, and it simply governs whether or not you are going to be able to continue to drive. Thank you for sticking around until the end of this video. If you found the information in the video helpful or informative or entertaining, do me a favor. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell notification so you can be a part of the first 1,000 subscribers to this channel, and you'll get notified every time we post a new video, podcast, or other information that you may find helpful. If you have questions about a criminal case and you want to talk to me, then scan the QR code over here or check the link in the bio below. And if you have questions about an expungement, need an expungement for an old case, scan this QR code over here or use the link that's in the bio below. And if you want to watch another video that I've made, just click this one right here.